Look, you guys have all heard about the 90-day reboot protocol that you must go through in order to heal or reboot your brain and finally beat this addiction. You must have also heard of people having a relapse or perhaps even experienced a relapse that occurred while you were well beyond those 90 days. The failure rate of this prescription is upwards of 90%. Think about how many relapse posts you see on Reddit versus how many success stories. The ratio is often something like 100:1. This mere prescription of just going 90 days is clearly not working. Think about most of the individuals here who have been doing PMO ever since their teenage years. This could be 10 or more years of PMO. So this 10 plus years of stimulating and rewiring your brain and making it used to a particular behavior and reward, a habit that has been performed for 3,650 days, sometimes even done multiple times a day, cannot simply be undone in just 90 days. The primary approach that seems to be suggested in the NoFap community is to be productive, work out, have a good diet, etc. Now, all of these things are great and definitely do provide a lot of value in your NoFap journey. However, these suggestions still fail to address the true underlying issue, which is rewiring the brain. The community's prescription to rewire the brain seems to be time. Hey buddy, just walk on eggshells for 90 days without performing this habit that you're addicted to and have been performing for 10 plus years, and hopefully that's long enough for your brain to rewire and permanently forget about it. Oh yeah, and during these 90 days, your mood will be quite volatile and you will experience a lot of cravings, and you shall be experiencing flatlines which are going to make you feel emotionally numb and feeling like a zombie. Good luck! This doesn't sound too appealing, does it? Yet you have thousands and thousands of people still using this approach and relapsing time and time again. How about a different approach? How about a tool that significantly accelerates the process of rewiring your brain? What if you could make 4 times the progress in half the time? What if there was a way you never felt a single urge during the course of your NoFap journey? What if you never felt a single flatline? What if you could permanently quit this habit in as little as 30 days? Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Now this is an approach that would have significantly higher success rate. Well, the tool being used in this approach is fasting, and here's why it is so magical. When your body doesn't get food for a while, it starts producing something called ketones as an alternative source of energy, and rather than your brain operating on glucose, it now operates on ketones. And ketones have shown to have significant benefits on the brain. And in my experience, one of these benefits is that your brain rewires almost 10 times as quickly as it would without fasting. So you literally break down all those dysfunctional patterns in your brain and all those fetishes that you have developed due to repeatedly indulging in PMO. Like, these fetishes are just forgotten. It's analogous to just wiping the slate clean. You get a fresh start, a good old factory reset. So this is what I suggest to permanently beat PMO and completely rewire your brain. You need to go on a 1 meal a day protocol. So you're pretty much going to have 1 meal a day in a duration of 1 hour. In other words, you will be doing a 23-hour water fast for each day for 30 days. I know, this initially sounds really difficult and it seems like a mountain that you just cannot climb. But I will feel hungry, but I will feel cranky, I won't have energy, yada yada yada. I understand. The easiest way to approach this is to start with a much shorter fast, something like 12 hours, and then gradually after a couple of days move on to 16 hours and then to 20 hours, and finally in a couple of weeks time you will comfortably be able to do 23 hours. Once your body has adapted to ketosis, you are literally not even going to feel hungry because your body will now be fueled by ketones rather than glucose that you get from food. Another thing that you will notice while fasting is that you feel super happy and super motivated. This is because fasting is shown to increase your dopamine levels. All this while you rewire your brain at a rapid rate. Fasting is truly a super tool for NoFap. If you are someone who cannot go even a couple of days or weeks without PMO, I'm going to bet that with fasting you are going to instantly double your streaks, provided that other things such as your sleep schedule is fixed and you have a productive routine. Additionally, just knowing that you can go without food and water for 23 days will boost your self-image. If you can say no to food and water, then saying no to PMO becomes easy. The regions of your brain that are responsible for this willpower generation become significantly stronger because they have now been exercised through fasting. And the regions of the brain that are responsible for seeking out quick pleasure, they become weaker because they have been broken down by fasting. There you have it, folks. Fasting is the super tool that you should certainly implement in your NoFap journeys. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, and if you're interested in content that revolves around self-improvement and productivity, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, keep improving.